All right, here with four-star defensive back Bates, obviously a major FSU target, but a big game tonight. Just talk about this season in general, Kai. What has it been like for you?
I feel like our season's kicked off really well. We just came together as a team. We've been really successful defensively and offensively. Our defense is our strong suit right now, and I just feel like we came together, and that's why we're so successful right now.
You said they use you mostly at corner, but talk about just the versatility, the way they use you in your defense.
Right. I play safety a little bit. If anything, if it ever comes down to it, I can go in at safety, but we just never had to have that
Okay.
situation. So I play corner mostly and just outside. So if anything came down to it, I would. I have no problem doing what I need to do for the team to win.
And then you put some offense. You play some receiver, but just talk about the places you've grown so much at Edgewater.
I just definitely feel like just using my technique to put myself in the best position possible to use my ball skills. I feel like my ball skills are my best asset right now, including my length. So just using all that and putting it all together to be in the right spot to be able to make a play on the ball. That's what's biggest for me.
And you've always played football. Tell me just how you grew up liking football and why that was the sport that you felt like it was best fit for.
I started playing football when I was 6 years old. I played other sports. I played basketball growing up all the way. So last year, my junior year, I played baseball as well. So just playing a lot of sports gave me a lot of opportunity and just showed me a lot to help me with football and basketball. So things like that just helped me out.
We've talked about that atmosphere you were in last week at FSU. Just tell me about what surprised you about whether it's the noise, electricity. What really just jumped out at you about that?
It definitely shocked me a little bit because I didn't go into it expecting that. Definitely, I chose the right game to go to. That was my first game ever at Florida State. So I definitely chose the right game to go to, and it definitely they lived up to it.
What was different about electricity? Because you're surrounded by 100 recruits, other guys that are like you trying to get recruited. What was so different about it?
I definitely say the culture of it. Just looking around, like the Warchant, just looking around and seeing all those hands moving at one time. It's definitely just kind of like surreal.
Now you had one guy that you know pretty well, is Charles Lester. What's he telling you?
I mean, he was like, "Why didn't you choose us?" Talks to me a lot. But we've been on a few other official visits with each other, like our Alabama official visit. That was our first OV. We were there with each other, so we had a lot of time to talk.
What does he tell you about FSU since he grew up liking these guys his whole life?
Yeah, that was his dream school, and he's grown up loving them. And he's been a Noel for the longest. Like, I don't know if you knew, but
yeah,
he's been committed for the longest.
Oh yeah.
Before we even took official visits, so he just loves it. And he can't really say anything bad about it. He just keeps it honest with him.
Does he tell you kind of like why he liked them or why he chose them or anything like that?
A bigger reason is is his dream, and that's where he feels like he fits in best. And just knowing Coach Sertan and Coach Kieran Ratliff and Coach Fuller, just knowing those guys are going to put him in the right position to make plays, and they know a lot about DV, so that's a plus for him.
You told me you have a lot of great relationships with that whole staff, and particularly Coach Sertan and obviously Coach Norvell and Coach Yak. Right. We don't want to leave him out, but just talk about what's different about those guys, the way they recruit you.
I'll definitely say Coach Yak and Coach Norvell. Just knowing that I have a great relationship with the head man, and Coach Yak, he's my position, my area coach. Not position coach, but my area coach.
Yeah.
And Coach Sertan, he's my position coach. But also a guy that I really have a good relationship with, Coach Kieran Ratliff.
Okay.
I talk to him a lot.
Okay.
He's a guy that I can really speak to. And they just keep it real, all of them, from the top to the bottom. They keep it real. It's not a recruiting pitch. They just tell you what's real and what you're going to be getting when you get there.
Having guys like Coach Rat and Sertan, those guys have played your position.
Right.
How much does that play to you? How much does that mean to you as far as the relationship?
Right. A lot of people can tell you certain things, but they can show me, and they can show me themselves doing it and them producing it. So, it's not really like they can't tell you anything wrong because they've done it. So the proof is in the pudding with them, and they tell you everything that they want you to do because they've done it.
And you told me several times, like Coach Duke here at Edgewater reminds you a lot of Coach Norvell. Talk about that relationship with Coach Norvell, how much you talk to him, and just what is different about him besides the high energy.
Right. Just knowing that he's a very honest guy. Like, he's not going to give you anything, no recruitment pitch or anything, but I talked to him today, this morning. He texted me good luck on my game and things like that. He'll be looking forward to watching it. and he's just a real guy. Like, honestly, he has the best interest for all of his players from the top to the bottom. It doesn't matter if you could probably be a walk-on or a guy that's not on scholarship. He's going to treat you the same way he treats anybody.
Is he the most hands-on head coach? I mean, as far as you deal with, I mean, that calls you the most, like, personally like that?
I'd definitely say between him and Coach Heupel, it's just really like Coach Heupel's a really
Okay.
Yeah. So I talk to them both a lot.
Okay. Is there something unique about Coach Norvell, I guess, with any coach that you deal with?
His energy and how he reminds me of my head coach. So
Okay.
I know exactly what I'm getting if I were to get there.
And I think you've told me before you want a place that's genuine and real.
Right.
When you've had conversations with all those coaches at FSU, what's kind of the message from them?
That they're going to coach me hard but love me harder. Pretty much they're going to build a great relationship, and it's going to be work, it's going to be hard, but it's all for the best and just the benefit of me.
And then lastly, what is it about FSU that you like so much? What is the thing that just you've gone their official visit, you've gone unofficial visit, you went last weekend. What is the thing that you keep coming back to that you love about FSU?
I'd definitely say just the culture, the people around in the building. I got a chance to experience the game day culture, but the culture of just the people in that building, the environment, and how everybody genuinely cares and loves each other in that building, that's what makes it what it is.
Is that a place you kind of envision yourself when you watched him? Whether you watched the DBs last Saturday night or just in general when you're around the other players? I mean, is that a place that you genuinely feel like, hey, I could see myself?
I see myself making plays anywhere.
Okay.
As long as I go and do what I need to do. But just watching them and seeing how they're always in the right spot and right position to make plays, and just seeing how they're actually playing for each other and love and care for each other is definitely a good thing, exciting thing to see myself possibly being there.
A lot of guys that commit there, they say, at the end when they do it, like it's the brotherhood, it's the people around here that they're going to tell you the bad things and the good things. Mm-hmm. Is that a unique thing about FSU too?
Right. Yeah. There's nothing sugar-coated. Everything's real and everything is what it is. And you're going to see what you see is what you get.
Well, there you go. 4-star DB Cai Bates from Edgewater.